Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and today we'll be going over some of the latest scams in adoptme that you may or may not already know about. So the reason why I'm kinda making this video is because scams nowadays in adoptme have evolved from simply pick a door games and spin the wheel scams. So these scams that I'll be showing you guys will get more and more complicated, so make sure to watch carefully and I'll show you guys how to easily avoid them. So just note that all of the scams I will show you today is just me and my alt account portraying a real scammer. So let's go ahead and get started with the first scam. So the first type of scam is the classic trust trade. I'm sure many of you have already fallen for this scam or have at least seen it before. So it starts out normally with the scammer wanting to trade the victim and offer for their pets. They usually show them an overpay for the pet to kind of bait the victim even more into falling for this scam. The scammer tells the victim that he or she has to give their pet first, and the scammer will give their pet in the second trade. So this scam is easily avoidable since this scam is already well known and many people know better than to accept an offer in two separate trades. Okay, so this next scam is called the fast switch. It starts off with the scammer offering for a victim's pet, usually with a high tier. The scammer then tells the victim to add a few random items, such as toys or food, with the excuse of wanting to grow their inventory. So this method is used to distract the victim because while the victim is choosing a few items to add, it means that their attention is mostly on their inventory and they don't often notice the quick swap of the scammer's pets. Anyone can easily avoid this scam by double-checking the scammer's pet in the second trade and declining it if the pet is not the same. Okay, so the third scam is the join my community or help me in a video scam. So the way this scam works is that the scammer will pretend to be a popular YouTuber and will ask the victim to help them in the next part of their YouTube video. The scammer will ask the victim to check their profile for more details, and when the victim checks their profile, they will see the rewards they are able to get if they help the YouTuber. And they will also see proof that the YouTuber has given rewards before. So obviously, the scammer will give the victim the promised rewards after they follow a few steps. The most crucial or dangerous step they have to follow is that they have to go to a YouTube profile page outside of Roblox, which is where the real scam starts. So in this example, the scammer redirects the victim to a YouTube page called Scammer Plays. So in my opinion, the easiest way to identify these scams is if they deny the viewing of the backpack. This is because the victim will see the missing pets, since obviously if you're rich, you will also have lots of random pets in your inventory. So once the victim goes to the channel named Scammer Plays, they will see the link in their bio or description leading to some sort of official Roblox website or real-looking login for Roblox. When the victim clicks this link, it will send them to a fake Roblox login screen that looks exactly like the real one on Roblox. And once the victim enters in their password and username, it is impossible to retrieve that account since the scammer will have already collected your IP address and cookies. So at that point, even Roblox can't save you. Okay, so scam number 4 is special because it uses a certain form of hacks. So the way the scam plays out is that the scammer will ask the victim if they can offer for a low-tier pet. The scammer will then offer their high-tier pet, but in this case, a turtle. Oh, also, I forgot to mention, but for this scam to work, the victim has to accept first. That is also why the scammer offered a high-tier pet, to bait the victim into accepting first. As you can see, this scammer is taking a long time to accept because he or she is probably running hacks on their side of the screen. And before you know it, the pet is gone in the second trade screen once you accept. This scam is easily avoidable when the trade looks too good to be true. If you want to expose the scammer, you can ask him to accept first. But if he refuses and insists that you go first, then that probably means that he is about to pull a scam. This last scam is one of the OG scams back in the day, but is still somewhat relevant until now. Although I haven't seen much of this scam anymore, but I still wanted to showcase it here in this video. So the scammer starts off by saying that they can duplicate pets. Then the victim of course gets curious and approaches. The victim asks if they can do a low-tier pet first to test if the scammer is really legit or not. After the scammer trades the victim back and returns the pet together with a duplicated pet, makes the victim realize that maybe the scammer isn't bad and didn't actually steal their pet. So currently, the victim is thinking, that girl didn't scam me, and maybe I can try a high-tier pet instead. Then the victim will want to try their luck again with the high-tier pet. Then the scammer will try and continue to boost the victim's trust by saying that they can return with a neon fly ride unicorn. This of course was a lie made to tempt the victim even more into accepting. And finally, when the victim does accept, the scam has already been done. So that's all for now. I hope this video helped a lot of people understand the new scams since they have gotten a lot more dangerous than the scams in the past. And remember that no pet comes for free and you have to work hard to get rich. Because there is no get rich quick method, because if there was, it's most likely a scam. Stay safe everybody, and I'll catch you in the next one. See you later!